He slammed her against the hood with the kind of rage that says, "I don't care who you are." But what he didn't know, what he couldn't imagine, is that the woman he just brutalized had the legal power to end his entire career with a single phone call. This story isn't just about racism. It's about ignorance, abuse of power, and how one woman's rank, resilience, and brilliance shattered a system designed to ignore her voice. You won't believe what happened next, and you need to watch until the end to see justice served in the most powerful way. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay with us, because this is a story that proves the truth always rises. It all began on a muggy Wednesday afternoon in Atlanta, Georgia. Captain Barry Hensley had 23 years on the force, but 23 years of policing hadn't taught him the difference between authority and arrogance. The department knew his reputation. He walked like a man who owned the streets and treated anyone who looked different like they were trespassing on his America. That day, a black woman in a tailored navy blue suit stepped out of a sleek black SUV in front of a government building on Peachtree Street. Her name was Lauren Dupree. Calm, composed, purposeful. She carried a silver briefcase in one hand and wore her badge of office tucked under her blazer. What she didn't wear was fear, but fear found her. As she reached into her bag for a file, 2 patrol cars screeched behind her. Doors slammed. Captain Hensley stormed toward her with 2 junior officers at his back. "Hands where I can see them," he shouted. "You trying to break into a government car?" Lauren blinked, confused. "Excuse me?" she asked, her voice cool, almost amused. "Do you have ID?" he demanded. "Sir, I do. But you're mistaken. This is my vehicle." "Don't get smart with me," he snapped. "You're under suspicion of vehicle theft and impersonating a federal officer." Before she could reply, he grabbed her wrist, twisted it behind her back, and slammed her onto the hood. Hard. Metal met bone. Heat sizzled off the sunlit car. She winced but didn't scream. The briefcase hit the ground. Her credentials spilled open. Her rank gleamed in gold. Assistant U.S. Attorney, Department of Justice. You need to watch this video till the end, because what happened next sent shockwaves through the department. One of the younger officers picked up her badge, eyes going wide. Sir, Captain, she's not lying. She's a DOJ attorney. High level." But Hensley waved him off, drunk on power. "They all say that. Could be fake." "Sir, it's real," the officer insisted. "She's with Internal Affairs. Federal. She outranks even the commissioner." That moment, frozen in time, when Hensley looked into Lauren's eyes and saw no fear, only fury and authority. His face paled, his grip loosened, but it was too late. Everything had been caught on a nearby surveillance camera, and worse, on the cell phone of a civilian live-streaming the whole ordeal. You've got to stay to the end, because when the truth hit the airwaves, careers crumbled like dry paper. Lauren didn't lash out. She didn't yell. Instead, she calmly dusted herself off, retrieved her badge, and looked Hensley in the eye. "Captain, consider yourself suspended," she said. "Effective immediately." He sputtered. You can't." "I already have," she said. "And in case you're wondering, I'll see you at your disciplinary hearing. My office will be prosecuting it personally." The 2 younger officers stepped back, eyes wide, unsure whether to salute or run. Hensley tried to recover, offering a weak apology, but Lauren was already walking away. Her phone rang. It was the Attorney General's office. They'd seen the footage. "Do whatever you have to do," they told her. "We're backing you all the way." Now this is where it gets even crazier. Hensley tried to fight the charges. He claimed mistaken identity. He blamed stress. He called it a misunderstanding. But the video spoke louder than words. The live stream had gone viral, 3 million views in 24 hours. Hashtags exploded. Hashtag she outranks you, hashtag justice for Lauren, hashtag color is not a crime. Civil rights attorneys offered to support Lauren, but she declined. "I'm not suing," she said. "I'm fixing the system from within." That's the power of integrity. And you'll want to stay with this story until the end, because Lauren didn't stop at suspending Hensley. She launched a full review of every case he'd touched in the last 10 years. Hundreds of complaints. Dozens of minorities jailed on thin evidence. Patterns emerged. Racism, brutality, suppression of body cam footage. She built a team. Quietly, methodically, the DOJ opened a formal civil rights investigation. Then the subpoenas came. Hensley's world fell apart. He was stripped of his badge, his pension frozen, indicted for perjury, excessive force, and falsifying reports. The younger officers, one resigned in shame, the other joined Lauren's review team. That's how powerful truth is. It flips the script. Lauren didn't gloat. She didn't celebrate. She kept working. Quiet, resolute, transformative. And here's the twist that viewers say gave them chills. 6 months later, Lauren was promoted. She became the first black female U.S. attorney in Georgia's history. The very streets where she was once slammed into a hood, she now oversaw every officer who patrolled them. People cheered when she was sworn in, not just for what she accomplished, but for how she did it. With dignity, with fire, with facts. And for everyone watching now, if you think one voice can't change the system, remember Lauren Dupree. She didn't raise her voice. She raised the standard. And she made them listen. Share this story. Like this video. Subscribe to hear more real stories where justice meets power and the tables turn in ways no one expects. Because we need to tell these stories. We need to remember that authority doesn't wear just a uniform. It wears truth, it wears resilience, and sometimes it wears heels and carries a federal badge. Keep watching because more stories like this are coming. Stories that challenge. Stories that inspire. Stories that prove justice doesn't whisper, it roars.